everyone, it's Adri. It is Sunday here. Today I'm gonna be getting ready to go on a week-long vacation. I'm leaving tomorrow morning. So I'm doing all of my packing today and getting my apartment ready to be without me for a week. So I just want to take y'all along for the journey, share my packing tips and my checklist of everything I do when I prepare for a vacation. I personally haven't been on a proper vacation in like years. I have done some traveling, but it's mainly been for work in the past few years, especially with the pandemic. And I thought it would be fun to vlog and share with you all. So behind me, you can see some clothes that I have already picked out of my closet that I want to be taking with me. I like to travel light. I like to pack light when I travel. So basically, I never check a bag unless the trip is going to be longer than 2 months. So I have done like 2 to 3 month long trips to Vietnam, for example, for my PhD research. And in that case, I do pack like one of those enormous luggages that you have to check before your flight. But otherwise, I always just travel with a carry-on size bag, like a roller bag, and then either a shoulder bag or a backpack. So what I do is I actually try on all of the outfits that I want to pack so that I can eliminate the things that I don't need. I think when I have overpacked in the past, it's because I didn't really take the time to think through it and think about what I would actually need. I think a key to not overpacking is try on all the clothes you think you want to wear. Make sure they still fit the way you like them to fit, because time passes and we don't wear the same things for a long time. And then we put them on, we're like, oh, this doesn't look good on me anymore. So I actually tried on everything that I have folded here behind me on the bench. So I know I want to bring these with me. Another thing is to think about what activities you're going to be doing on your trip. So on this trip, I'm going to be doing some like city activities, like going out to dinner and things like that. So I want a few nicer outfits, but I'm also going to be doing some like nature activities like hiking and like rowing. So I'm going to be packing athletic clothes, my bathing suit, and then in addition to like just clothes, you want to think about accessories, especially if you like to wear jewelry, if you need to have a hat or sunglasses, and like look up the weather where you're going so that everything you pack is going to be useful for you. Okay, so I've laid out everything on my bed so that I can see clearly what I have and what I might be missing. So here we've got 3 pairs of jeans, 1 pair of shorts, we've got athletic clothes and bathing suit, sleepwear, sweaters and light jackets, a few nice like dresses and tops for dinners, casual tops. I love using these kind of like zipper bags for underwear, socks, bras. So this is not everything, but it's a lot of it. For the other small miscellaneous things that I don't have on the bed right now, I like to make a list of everything that I need. Laptop charger, phone charger, camera batteries, all these other things that you may need. Throughout the week leading up to my trip, I will like have a list on my phone that I add to as I go, so that when it comes time to pack, I can revisit that list and make sure that I have everything that I need. So for toiletries and other things, I have this adorable like box that I like to use. It's actually a mini away suitcase that I got as a little gift at an event that I went to. But any kind of toiletry bag or box to like keep all of your like shampoos and whatnot separate. I have travel size cleanser, conditioner, shampoo. Actually for shampoo, because I have a massive bottle that I use at home, I bought a little empty travel size bottle. So this is something that might come in handy for you all as you prep for your travels. Make a trip to your local pharmacy, buy either travel sized cleansers, lotions, whatever, and toothpaste, or you can get these empty bottles and just squeeze them from your bigger bottles into the travel size. But I think the flight regulation size for carry-ons, it has to be under 4 fluid ounces. So you can look at the stuff you have and make sure it's under 4 fluid ounces to be allowed in your carry-on. Otherwise, you're gonna have to check a bag, which is against my ethos of traveling, but maybe you don't mind that. I have TSA pre-check, so I don't usually have to take my liquids out of my carry-on, but if you do, having them in a separate little container is really useful because you don't have to like fumble around your bag. You know, you just take the one thing out. It can even just be like a big Ziploc bag of all of your liquids. So that's that. Also, if you take vitamins daily or other medicines daily like I do, instead of bringing my entire bottles, I bought one of these things that it's for people who like to like plan out their medicines. I think it's mainly for elderly people, but I like to use this for travel because then I can just put a few of each of my vitamins and pills in here and just have that for my trip, and I don't have to have a bunch of bottles of medicine rattling around my bags, taking up room and, you know, all that. So I recommend this as well. But now that I have everything laid out, it's time to actually pack it into the suitcase and see if it all fits. So I'm aware there is somewhat of a debate about the best way to pack a suitcase. Suitcase, not suitcase. I personally prefer the rolling method for my clothes. So I fold my clothes and then I roll them into cylinders and then I pack them into my luggage. And I find that that's a really nice way to arrange everything. It prevents wrinkles and each cylinder of clothing stacks very nicely with the other ones. So that is my preference. I don't know what you all prefer. So here's how I organize my luggage. On the bottom layer where the wheels are, I put all my jeans and like heavier items just because in order for your luggage to balance well, you want the heavier stuff on the bottom. I left some space here for my shoes, so I'm gonna bring a couple of different sandals and sneakers. On top, I have like my lighter stuff, my shirts. I always put my dresses and stuff that's more delicate on the top so they don't get completely squished and wrinkled by everything else. So this is all the clothes I'm bringing, and then I will just add my other various things on top. I'm taking these sandals that I just got. Super cute, very flattering sandals. They're like mostly flat, but they have this little heel, which makes them a little bit dressed up. And then finally, of course, you want to think about your entertainment. So I will probably take 1 or 2 books with me. Like my day job as a PhD candidate is reading, so I get really bored of serious stuff. So I'm gonna be reading like sci-fi, short stories, that kind of thing on this trip. And of course, I have to bring my Nintendo Switch. I have a nifty little carrying bag for this, and I'm just throwing a few of the games that I am currently playing in this pocket here. So I'm not bringing the boxes, just the little, what do you ever call these? Just these things. And that will be in my shoulder bag that I actually sit with me on the plane, of course, so I can easily access it along with my books. Another thing is, if you are checking your main bag with all your clothes and stuff in it, a pro tip that actually my mom taught me that I've never forgotten because it's actually very useful, is always pack 1 set of clothes, including pajamas, and your toothbrush and like essential medicines or whatever in your carry-on bag that you have with you on the plane, because you never know what's going to happen with the bag that you check with the airline, okay? Stuff happens. Like if they reroute your bag somewhere, this happened to me once on a trip to Costa Rica, and I was luggageless for I think 4 days because they accidentally put my bag on a different flight, and I ended up having to buy a bunch of clothes. It was a mess. So just pack like 1 outfit, underwear, toothbrush, medicines in your carry-on with you, so that if, fingers crossed, knock on wood, the airline loses your check-in bag, you're not like stuck in a rut and unable to go on with your trip. Well, that is going to be it for my packing vlog. Before you leave home, don't forget to water all your plants, do your dishes, clear out your fridge. You don't want to come back to a stinky fridge. And I personally like to do a full deep clean of my apartment because I just love the feeling of coming home from a long trip and just feeling like I don't have to do anything and I can just lie down and relax. But that is my personal preference. I have watered my plants all over my apartment and done my dishes and cleaned out my fridge. So I'm just gonna tidy up a bit more. And then tomorrow I'll wake up early and head to the airport. Happy travels, everybody!